The cell membrane is composed of a phospholipid bilayer that has polar hydrophobic heads and two nonpolar hydrophilic tails. These group together to form the outside of the cell. Small nonpolar molecules like O2 and CO2 can diffuse across the semipermeable cell membrane through passive transport, diffusing from areas of high concentration to areas of low concentration through the membrane. Another type of passive transport, they let charged ions through the membrane. Receptor proteins are embedded in the cell membrane. When a signal molecule binds to them, they cause a response inside the cell, like opening or closing ion channels. This can also activate a second messenger to open other channels or to release enzymes.
Facilitated diffusion allows larger molecules to pass through the membrane. Carrier proteins move molecules in 3 steps. They change shape to fit the molecule, then transported across the membrane, then the molecule is released into the cytoplasm. This is mainly used for amino acids and sugars. The cell marker protein helps other cells recognize it, and receptor proteins of other cells bind to the carbohydrate portion of the protein to identify it. Cholesterol in the membrane changes membrane fluidity, making the cell membrane more rigid and increasing its melting point, and also slightly reducing permeability.
The sodium-potassium pump transports ions against the concentration gradient using ATP. It transports 3 sodium across the membrane and out of the cell. Then it transports 2 potassium into the cell. Another molecule that binds to receptors is insulin. When the insulin receptor isn't active, the glucose channel is closed. But when the insulin binds to the receptor, another enzyme gets released and opens the glucose channel. Insulin is important in regulating the blood sugar level, and if there isn't enough insulin, cells can't use glucose for energy, as it can't get through the cell membrane without the glucose channel.